Hey guys, welcome back to that 1870s Homestead. My name's Rachel.
I am Todd.
And we're out in the garden. We are officially done with our Sabbath year. And it's time to prep the garden for growing again.
It's a bit overwhelming.
It is very
for me.
overwhelming.
I can imagine what it's like for you.
Yeah. But anyway, you guys saw my journey a little bit during the summer, how the weeds really just took over. So we're just going to take you guys with us. This is day one of that process, starting with weeding and, tilling our no-dig garden.
We also got the tomato trellises from last season pulled out. We got the T-posts out of the ground. Those things were in there hard this time. And we made a trade.
We did.
Kind of trade. Cash and
bonus up trade.
Yes.
So we'll tell you about that at the end of the video. So this garden bed is like extremely sad. It's been sad for the last couple years of me growing in it, and I don't think the rest season actually did it any good. It's very, very compacted. And the mulch that I had put on it pretty much broke down really, really well. So I'm actually going to be broad forking a couple of my raised beds that need it. And this is one of those that need it. So what I'm doing now is just getting any remaining little weeds out, and then I'm going to come through and broad fork this bed. There's something about the smell of your own soil that you made. It's so beautiful, guys. So beautiful and fluffy, and I could lay in it and take a nap. So, oh, that was a carrot. Yeah, a lot of you are probably wondering, you tilled your no-till garden. Listen, I think it needed it. I know I have harmed my microbiome layer. I will restore that with inoculating it with some good mycorrhiza. And it just, after 7 years of hard work and a year of rest, when I think about restarting, I go back to the very first year we were here. And some of the beds we did till, some of the beds we just cardboarded and put straw down. But I can't believe we've built this. This has taken 7 years. It was just sand with grass. And look what we've made. Years of work. Now it's going to go on for 7 more years, 6 more growing seasons, and work really hard for us again. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. It just smells so sweet. So, in all honesty, it was a very, very hard decision. We sat out here and looked at each other for probably an hour. And it was honestly Todd's idea to till it. So I'm not going to take the credit for it. I initially was against the idea.
The credit or the blame?
Okay. Well, I was initially against the idea. Like, I didn't feel like it needed it per se, because it wasn't like, I would say the good 6 inches were still loose and everything, but I think it is a good fresh start. So what led you to make that decision?
The blog post that I sent to the other day.
Okay.
To kind of explain somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody else went through the same thing of had a no-till, no-dig garden for years and years and years, and the weeds started coming.
I think it was for her blog post, it was the pest.
It was
the pests are inoculating in the soil for so long.
The pest and the weeds that I think it was. And I think no dig and no till is great. I think it's awesome, but I think it requires a lot of care and a lot of time. And so this whole year was 0 care and 0 time. It just sat here. So I think like resetting until there's a lot of people that till their garden every single year, and they have a successful garden.
Yeah, typically they do have to do more amendments.
Right.
Yeah.
But I to me, it felt like
the right time.
The right time, because it was so overwhelming, and I didn't want to see you out here in the spring and all summer battling and battling and battling, you know, 1,000,000 weeds versus 3,000 weeds. There's going to be a big difference.
Yeah.
But time will tell. I mean,
he did say that too. He said, I just want to give you the best chance at enjoying your garden next year. That was so nice. So I think, well, we tilled much wider than we needed to, right? So, I mean, from a growing perspective. So I am like rethinking some garden bed designs too. So we've talked about that a little bit while we've been out here playing. Lots more to come. This is just day 1, right? We're getting the beds ready, aerating them, broad forking them, getting all the weeds gone. In the next video, we'll share with you guys exactly what we do. And if you're not new here, you're fairly familiar with what we do to put the garden to bed. But we will go over that process again. That's part of our bartering deal. So do you want to tell them that? Because we did tell them that we would tell them at the end of the video.
Oh, sure. Well, we got some compost. We found a local person who has...
Organic.
I don't think it's certified organic.
It's not certified.
But he runs his stuff in an organic manner, which is great. What did we get? 8 yards of compost from this gentleman.
8 yards of compost.
He found out we had honey. And he also had 5-gallon buckets of worm castings from his farm in the back of his truck. So we did a little bargaining with some of our honey and scored 10 gallons of worm castings.
10 gallons of worm castings for a pint of honey. That is a phenomenal deal.
And 8 yards of compost.
Yes. Which we paid for. We did not barter the honey for that. But I thank you, Dan. So if you're watching, we can't wait to prep the garden bed and put the compost down. We'll share that with you in the next video. It looks beautiful. I'm excited for what it's going to do. It's aged. It's ready to go. I will be sharing with you what additional amendments I put in my garden other than just compost. So I will be just sharing it all. I'm excited to be back gardening. Even though this is still gardening, right? I'm not planting anything, but this is the most crucial time. If you're just thinking about I really want to do this next year, now's the time. Don't wait till next year. Plot out your little garden spot, till it up, cover it with some grass clippings and leaves, leave it for the winter, and you will be ready to go next year.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more that goes into gardening than just put some seeds in the ground.
That's right. Thanks for your help today. I
You're
love
welcome.
having Todd in the garden with me. It's far and few between, so when it happens, it is really fun.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys on the next video.
Bye, guys.